Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
Hello YouTube, Ultramaximus back with another Transformers video. And if you guys watch my channel, you know I love to get on the internet and find unofficial alternate modes for my Transformers, and today is one of those videos. And I happened to be on Facebook in one of the Transformers group pages, and I found a Combiner Wars Omega Prime. So we've obviously got Optimus Prime that can turn into a Combiner. I think it was, Ultra Prime and Optimus Maximus. But somebody found a way to combine the Defense War team with the Optimus figure, and it comes off looking a lot like Omega Prime from the original Robots in Disguise line. And if you don't know who that character is, it's from that original RID line with Optimus Prime as the fire truck, and they combined with Ultra Magnus and they formed Omega Prime, which was one of my favorite combiners out of that line. So there's a way to kind of get that similar look with these guys, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I'm going to do it with the red Optimus Prime and with the white Optimus Prime. We're actually not going to use Groove today. We're going to use Huffer to kind of give him more of a Power Master look. I think that will be very cool. And then I'm going to switch out Blades with Alpha Bravo to kind of give him a more of a white appendage look for the white Prime, and then I'll leave the red on there for the red Optimus Prime. So let me go ahead and get these guys ready, and then I'll show you how to combine them. Alright, so here we have both the white and red Optimus Prime ready to go. We've got Hotshot in the configuration that he needs to be in, and I said we weren't going to use Groove, and I kind of lied because he actually mounts to the back of the fire truck crane, which is kind of fun. Just kind of a quick look at that. So he's going to mount in there, kind of like that. And he kind of stabilizes that a little bit, which is pretty cool. And Hotshot, you're basically going to configure so that he's going to drape over the back of the primes, and his hands are actually going to grab onto the little smokestacks. And this is not going to be the most stable combiner. Once you put it into this mode, you're just going to let it sit there and look pretty. It's definitely not something you're going to be able to rough and tumble play with, kind of like that Dinobots combiner from Age of Extinction. You're also going to use the guns to make new smokestacks, so just kind of show on this one. You're going to lift the hands up slightly so that these can be smokestacks, and of course you can still get your combiner port to work, so that will look cool from the front. Definitely kind of neat. And then what I did, I used, instead of using Hot Rod, because I don't have a Hot Rod, I used Huffer. Prime's looking sad. To make a Power Master Optimus, and yeah, looking pretty cool. Really fills that out, I think. Looks pretty nice, so definitely pretty fun. So to kind of give you the gist, I'm going to take the guns off of the white Prime here so we can kind of see what's going on. If you notice, I left the head up a little bit. I didn't bring it all the way back because the arms are going to want to go in from Hotspot, and they're going to want to clamp onto these pieces here. So I'm just going to kind of show you very generically. You're going to wrangle the hands. This kind of do without both hands, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about. You're going to get the hands to clamp onto the smokestacks, so it just kind of hangs on the back of the Optimus here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera and then show you what it looks like when it's finished. Alright, so here we have Omega Prime with the red Optimus Prime, and this thing is bulky as hell. Now, I will say I had to make a modification on getting Hotspot to actually clamp onto Optimus. I couldn't get it to go the way the pictures were on the internet. I ended up wrapping the bottom of the truck underneath so it kind of C-clamps around the back of Optimus, and then I spun the arms around to kind of hook around the plates and the guns on the shoulders. Now my Optimus Prime's head's got a really loose ball joint, so I just put a little sword to stick his head up. And the other issue I've got with this is the leg joints on this Optimus is too weak for the bulk up there. I literally had to get him to stand by just kind of leaning him back on the actual review station here. Now, there were a few times I was able to get it to kind of balance about right, but then I touched it and it fell right over. So just to show the bulk and massiveness of this thing, I wanted to kind of show it off. I think the white Optimus Prime is going to be a little bit better because the joints are stiffer than they are on the red Optimus here, which is kind of nice, but it's definitely a big, bulky looking bot. So here's a close-up of Omega Prime, and yeah, I mean, he just looks huge. You know, if you're not looking to make some dynamic poses, this does look kind of cool. Sitting up on the shelf, I mean, it just looks massive. But beware, you're probably going to have to use some kind of stand to help keep it upright. So here we have Huffer as kind of Optimus's Power Master piece there, looking very cool. Really reminds me of the old Power Master Prime. I dig it. And here we have the Omega crotch. As you can see, the fire truck just kind of wraps up around underneath the legs, and unfortunately those joints are at that weird kind of bend point. They just don't want to make a connection. Alright, so just to kind of show you how he's connected around the back. Let's see here. It's just, you know, kind of connected there. It goes kind of around there, and then just sort of interconnects and then wraps around underneath the crotch there so that it kind of C-clamps onto the bot itself. So definitely a cool looking mode. Again, don't expect it to be superposable dynamic unless you get those parts for Minosaur that kind of help it out there. It's just a really bad combiner design to start with, but I do like the bulky, just massiveness of the look. Now here we have the white Optimus Prime, and it was a success. The joints are strong enough to hold everything in place, and it looks pretty cool. I am digging it. Very neat. I'm excited that that one actually works, and again, you're not getting a lot of superposability at it, but at least it stands on its own. Here's a close-up of the white Omega Prime, looking really cool. I am digging it, and everything on this figure is a lot stiffer than that Optimus Prime figure was. The Hero Prime, or was it Battle Core Optimus Prime, they just, I think, improved the mold a little bit. The joints are a lot stiffer. Even the head joint on it looks a lot better. It straightens out a lot more and it doesn't want to flop down, so very, very cool. Just kind of a shot here, as you can see underneath. It just clamps really well onto the figure. Looks nice, huge, bulky, definitely pretty cool. I may keep this posed like this for a while up on the shelf. So here's a side shot of this massive figure. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's standing by itself, which is very cool, very impressed, and just, that's a lot of Autobots connected up onto that guy. Here's a back shot of Omega Prime, and it kind of gives you a better idea of how this C-clamps around the main figure. Very cool. I am impressed, and again, it's just so massive. I really, really dig this. Real quick, here's a shot of Omega Prime from the other side. Yeah, I like the Alpha Bravo arm on there. It kind of goes better with all the white on the figure itself, and it might be even better if you switched out like Rook and First Aid to give that more white and blue impression, I think. Might come out a little bit better. And just because we can, here is the crane from the fire truck kind of riding over the top of Omega Prime, looking very cool. So yeah, definitely kind of interesting. So is this a configuration you want to use all the time? No, but it's definitely very cool to look at and kind of neat that you can actually do this. Again, I'm always looking for those unofficial, alternate you know, configurations for Transformers, and this is definitely a very cool one. So to whoever discovered this on the interwebs, very good job. I am impressed. I had to make a few modifications on my configuration because I don't have the parts for it that, the upgrade parts that Minosaur's got to make this thing look a little bit better. But you can do it, as you see, with the basic parts. Now, if you've got the red Optimus Prime, as you can see, mine just did not have the joint strength to hold this configuration. It did clamp together, but it would definitely need some help standing upright. However, if you've got the Battle Core or white Optimus Prime, you can see that the joints are perfectly stiff and able to hold all the weight of the additional bots. So there it is, the unofficial Combiner Wars Omega Prime.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, and as always, look for more videos in the future.